Have a seat on the bed, Mr. Crean.
Well, that's quite the invitation. What are your plans? I don't see any relevance to this.
Look, this isn't a time to be difficult. We understand that you're out of your element, but you've got something about you that we see can use a little help.
Insult me. If you dare.
We need to address some things that you told us about in the car about your past. Usually it's a past trauma that affects us later in life. That's what we see in you. We're not here to lecture you or control you or your decisions. We're here to help you find yourself and maybe even see the better parts of your life.
Better parts? There are no better parts. My whole life, I've resented my creator because he abandoned me to go tell other characters' stories. He left me in a room, alone. I was in that cloning machine, slamming on the door, grunting, waiting for him to get me out. But he left. Eventually, I got myself out. I gave myself control. I used his power to give me power. I created my home. I gave myself a life because he never gave me that chance.
Abandonment can be difficult to live with. It can make you feel worthless, even make you feel depressed. I understand. And for some, like yourself, induces hostile tendencies.
Were either of you abandoned before?
This isn't about us. This is about you.
Well, now, hang on, Nadryl.
Crean, even though we've never experienced abandonment, we definitely have known people who have.
And how did the ones that were abandoned handle that?
Though they didn't have any malevolent tendencies toward them, they definitely had resentment, especially when they grew up. However, when they grew up, they had more of an understanding of what their family was doing. And they were able to piece together what kind of influence they had on them mentally.
Resentment is definitely a word I would use to describe how I feel toward my creator.
And that's a valid feeling to have. It's the past trauma that teaches us to be better, though. If you focus too much on the past, that's like tying a rope around your waist with the heaviest weight attached to it. And unless you cut that thing, you're not moving forward, no matter how much you try.
But what if their actions impacted you so much to the point where you feel you needed to take them down because of how they made you feel?
It's wiser to be the better person. Though you may be struggling with yourself, trying to move on, it's not healthy to hold that burden inside. You need to work on yourself, which means taking accountability and recognizing the importance of being the better person and letting go. Resentment, it's corrosive. I promise you, Crean. Accountability creates happiness.
So I'm just supposed to accept what happened and move on? His character, Axel, killed my father. How can I move on from that?
Firstly, I sincerely give you my sympathy. But also, is your creator your father? Are you trying to destroy something of his after he died?
No, the creator created me. I created my father. My father had a mirror skull head and wore all black.
You created your father? Or you created something to fill the void of what you wish you had as a father figure?
Yeah. I created him for that exact reason. I wanted someone to guide me, to show me how my life was supposed to go. But then, of course, I got even angrier and built a more malevolent mindset and wanted to kill my creator, to make Axel see what it was like to lose someone he cared about. To make a fucking point.
I have to say, Crean, that's not a healthy mindset to have. But I get it. And I empathize for you, deeply and sincerely. I'm glad you came to our universe. will help you and guide you through your journey to finding your purpose. I kind of have a feeling I already know what it is, but I want you to see it for yourself.
Thank you. I'm ready.